it's safe to say that Rainbow Six Siege is back, at least for a little while. Jinxie made the game popular again, we're getting a lot of good balance changes, ACOG is back, and the game's back to being fun again. But it's not perfect. And even though sometimes Ubisoft will make amazing buffs to make characters way better, other times they'll make terrible nerfs to characters that either don't need it, or they'll over-nerf them. But for one specific character, they can't make up their minds how to balance her, and that's NOKK, or NOKK, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. I just started playing again this season, but I'm pretty sure it was either last season or the season before where she was really good. And then she got nerfed and she's back to being one of the worst attackers in the game right now. Basically, NOKK sucks ass and it's bullshit. And on the defending side, we have Fenrir, who's really overpowered and it's bullshit. Come on, Ubisoft, you can do better than this, please! Why am I talking about Fenrir and NOKK in the same video? Well, I want to find a good way to nerf Fenrir that actually makes sense, and a good way to buff NOKK that actually makes her viable. And one of the ideas I had involved them both. If you like Rainbow Six Siege content, smash that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and let's think of a way to fix this shit. Apparently, Ubisoft can't decide if NOKK's ability should be really good or really bad. It was supposed to be like an attacking version of Vigil. You would activate it and then cameras on the fence couldn't see you at all, unless you were running, hitting something or shooting, and then a little glitch would appear on the camera. But now the glitch is there no matter what. You activate it and you see the glitch in the exact spot where you are. So basically, they know exactly where you would be even if the device wasn't fucking activated. It's literally useless. And this is way too much of a nerf. A few years ago on Siege, they tried to buff NOKK to where Capcan's trip mines and many other proximity-related devices wouldn't be set off if you had your gadget activated, which might have been seen as a little too strong. And at this point, I feel like NOKK should be able to be completely unseen by cameras, unless of course she's running or attacking something or shooting. Because the whole point is to take her a little slow and be sneaky, and it makes sense that that would be the only way for her to not be seen. But she can be seen anyways as a glitch, so what's the fucking point? And let's talk about NOKK's loadout. The FMG-9 is a pretty good SMG on defense. But that's the thing, it's a good SMG on defense. On attack, it just does not have the stopping power that other assault rifles do. And having an ACOG option is nice, but just doesn't help too much when it's such a weak weapon compared to other attackers that have these high-powered assault rifles. Both of her secondary pistols are good options, you just have to choose whether you want more power or more ammo. And having the choice of frag grenades, mini hard breaches, and mini EMPs are both great options for her kit. Plus she's equipped with one of the best shotguns in the game at the moment. But in Siege, where one-shot headshots are king, people don't run shotguns nearly as much compared to high rate of fire SMGs or powerful assault rifles, especially when shotguns are a lot more useful on defense. And now let's look at Fenrir. He has 5 FNATs that he can throw in 3 codes. He can activate 3 of these at a time. If one of them's destroyed while active, he loses that code and can only use 2. You see, it doesn't sound too overpowered, but it gives you the exact name of the location, and it basically gives you the exact callout to say to your teammates. And whenever an enemy walks through one of these mines, a bunch of purple smoke clouds their vision and they can't see shit, which makes it really easy for you to swing them and get a free kill. And I don't think any of these specific elements of his gadget are too strong, I just think that all of them together, and the fact that he has 5 of these, is a bit strong. And sure, he can only have 3 activated at once, but it's still very powerful when combined with one of the best SMGs in the game. How could we nerf Fenrir in a good way? Honestly, we could probably remove one of his mines. So he would have 4 mines with 3 codes. This would remove some of his versatility, but it would also make it a little bit easier to manage his mines. Or maybe you can make it to where they're no longer bulletproof when they're not being used, and they could just be destroyed by bullets at all times. Though I feel like that might be a little bit too much of a nerf, and I feel like just removing one of the 5 mines would be better. And by now you're probably thinking, why are you talking about nerfing Fenrir and buffing NOKK in the same video? Remember how Oryx and Melusi switched weapons to make Oryx better and to remove a lot of the firepower from Melusi back in the day? Well, I feel like we could buff NOKK's gadget and also maybe give her a bit stronger of a primary. And the MP7 is a way better SMG than the FMG9. And even though Zero has a really good assault rifle, he also has an MP7 with an ACOG on attack, and it works really, really well. So I was thinking we could switch Fenrir and NOKK's weapons, and take away one of Fenrir's mines, and buff NOKK's ability so that she's not seen while just walking. And so for Fenrir, removing an FNAT mine and giving him the FMG9 instead of the MP7 would definitely make him a lot more of a balanced and fair operator, and make it less easy for you to swing and get free picks. Not that getting free picks is a bad thing, but it just feels really unfair to go up against Fenrir most of the time. And I feel an FMG9 along with the removal of one of his mines would be an extremely good balance decision for him, and buffing NOKK's ability as well as giving her an MP7 with ACOG would make her a lot more balanced and a lot better as well. And also, I'm in no way saying that there should be too many of these weapon switches, and I don't want it to become a trend for Ubisoft to rely on switching weapons to nerf one operator and make another operator better. And I feel it should only be done in very specific circumstances, like this one. And honestly, I don't think there's any other operators, at least right now, that should have a weapon change, or could even use one. Anyways, that's how I would buff NOKK and nerf Fenrir. I hope you all enjoyed the video and thought my idea was good. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell notification, and if this video gets enough likes or views, I might make a video about how they could bring back Withstand to operators. I hope you all have a good day, and see you all next time. Oh, and on top of everything else Fenrir has, he also has the Bailiff to make rotates while maintaining his amazing primary. I forgot to mention that.